some snow. I just got a private show.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I wanted to cater a video basically on things that I wish I knew before I started my YouTube channel slash YouTube journey. For the ones that don't know, I started off doing YouTube when I first got into college, kind of sort of. It was like before I started college and then while I was in college, like my freshman year, and I was still playing IMView at the time. And then I just got tired of IMView and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start playing Second Life. Started playing Second Life, started making videos for Second Life. Those videos started getting a lot of attraction and views and supporters, likes, shares, whatever. And then I started doing Sims. I just recently, maybe 2023, I feel like I started posting Sims videos. It probably was like the end of 2022. And yeah, it's some things that I think about still to this day that I wish I could have probably done differently. That if I was to make like a second gaming channel or something, I would obviously go by these steps and rules compared to what I did prior. Yeah, and then also I know maybe it's some people that this might hit home for you where you're thinking about a YouTube channel or you just want to watch this because you just like YouTube in general. I sat there and changed my eyebrows. I kind of changed. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. If y'all would have seen what my character looked like before this, I was really struggling. But last night, I don't know what I was going through. I was going through like a identity crisis with my character, and I did not know how I wanted her to look. I really didn't. And you're probably like, what are you talking about? Like, I sat there, I didn't even have this hair on at first. I had on a different hair, and I think it was kind of the hair that was making it hard for me to decide what I wanted to do with my character. So the hair was kind of throwing me off. Let me zoom in for y'all, because y'all probably like, I don't really know what you're talking about. But you probably can't tell, but I have different eyes in. The eyes I had before I think were kind of darker, they kind of looked black up close. I ain't gonna lie, they kind of look like a black, like a dark brown. In my thumbnails they kind of look black because they're so dark, but these, I feel like you can tell the difference. They're lighter than normal, even though this is the darkest shade that they had in the pack, but they're still lighter than the ones I had before. I tried to change my lip gloss. That didn't work. Well, I don't want to say it didn't work, but it didn't go right. Like, it just didn't look right. I feel like y'all would have been like, ew, like what? And then also it was making me feel like, ew, like what is this? Why does this look like this? So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to go back to my roots. This is by MJN. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to this. I don't care, because I really was struggling. And then I sat there and I got some new lashes, and then I had bought some eyeliner because I think my character already had eyeliner on, but it was like super faint, so you couldn't really see it. So when I would do like thumbnail pictures or like pictures just super up close, you would see like I don't know how to explain it, like an outline of eyeliner, but you could barely see the eyeliner, if that makes sense. So yeah, and then also I got some eyebrows because the eyebrows that I had before were like with the skin. Those were the eyebrows that came with the skin, but I was like, you know what, let me wear regular eyebrows. So I ended up, you know, when you're wearing a skin and you have other things on top of the skin, you have to take off the skin to put on a different head skin. So this is my same skin, but it's just the no brow version. And then I had bought these brows off Marketplace, bought me some lashes, got me some eyeliner, changed my piercing. This piercing came with the pack I already had, so yeah. And then I bought like 2 things of lip gloss just to go back to my original. Anyway, and she over here sipping on, this is supposed to be like Chick-fil-A, but it's Hive, so no copyright. But anyway, this is cute though, I ain't gonna lie. This is, I really like this look. Like, she looks super pretty. Before we get into the actual video, I wanted to announce the pose that's in the thumbnail, which is by OG, and it is called Plant Life, which is currently located at their main store. Landmark and other details will be in the description. Anyways, speaking of the video, I wrote these down and I didn't try to do 5, but I thought of 5. Bear with me. So the first thing is, and I think about this all the time, like literally all the time, if not every other day, at least a few times a week. If you're thinking about making a YouTube channel, do not use copyrighted music. And I know it's a lot of people, especially if you want to take YouTube seriously, I will say. Now, if you're just doing YouTube just for funs and giggles, I'm just posting this video just cause, then okay, cool, whatever, use copyrighted music. It's still things you gotta pay attention to, because obviously people have videos up on YouTube, millions of views, but it's copyrighted because they use copyrighted music. So that means they don't get paid from that video. So if you don't want to do YouTube, if your goal is to not become monetized from YouTube in the future, then go right ahead and use copyrighted music, but use it at your own risk. If you're thinking about becoming monetized, and that's my thing too, like I think about this all the time, but at the same time, I don't pressure it as much, because when I first started YouTube, I did not think I was going to continue doing it. Like I was doing IMVU creator videos for the sole purpose of I was proud of myself, and I was just like, look like how far I've come just from me being in high school on a refurbished cheap $100 some MacBook, creating and always saying I wanted to be pro and I wanted to be a top creator. All this knowledge I've learned either from teaching myself or from just trial and error or YouTube or something. Let me go upload these videos on YouTube. And so I sat there and I did that. My channel was growing, but obviously I'm not making money because my channel isn't monetized. And then started playing Second Life. My channel got monetized, but then I look back, all those videos, I don't get paid from those videos at all. You're not supposed to use copyrighted music because it's going to fuck you up in the long run. The second thing is, I wish that I knew that you should keep your videos in playlists. Like now, if y'all go on my channel, go to playlist, you'll see I keep I don't want to say all my videos, most of my videos, I put them in playlists. So this video is going to be in a playlist. I didn't know that. Like, that's not something I feel like when you start a YouTube channel, that's not something you think about. Oh, let me make a playlist, unless like you're doing something maybe music related. But if you're doing something like vlogging, IRL, gaming, or you don't really think about stuff like that's not your first thought. Like, oh, let me put this in a playlist. Unless you see something about that on TikTok or YouTube, you're not going to think about that. Like, come on now. I wish I should have did that, but you learn things like that. So like I said, start a YouTube channel, or you're thinking about a YouTube channel, or if you already have a YouTube channel, put your videos in playlists. It makes it easier for people to come across your videos. The next thing I put was to record videos in advance. Currently, this video is being recorded in advance. What does that mean? That means I'm recording this video on a certain day, and then maybe the next day I'm going to edit it, and then maybe a day or two later I'm going to upload it, or I'm going to schedule it to be uploaded. And I feel like if you're a very busy person, I feel like you should definitely record your videos in advance. Definitely record your videos in advance. If you know you want to put out a certain amount of videos a week, but you might not have the time to do it, and you only have a certain window of time, record however many videos you're planning on, edit them, whatever, schedule them to get posted at a later time, basically. But you have to make sure, like, if you're talking about something, make sure you're saying it right properly in the video, because it's pre-recorded. So don't say like, oh yeah, y'all, I'm doing a weekend sale or this incident. Mind you, say you recorded the video on the weekend, but you uploaded the video in the middle of the week. People are going to be like, it's not the weekend no more. What are you talking about? You just have to change up like small things like that, little small details or whatever. But recording videos in advance is really, I feel like it's better, because it's been times where I've sat there and been like, okay, I need to post a video tomorrow, and then I'll literally record a video the day before, record and edit and make the thumbnail, and then try to post it the next day. Like, that's so exhausting, especially if it's a video that's like that I really want to upload or whatever, or like say if it's like a weekend sale or some video. Oh my gosh, it's like so stressful. The next thing I put on the list was to engage more with supporters. I will say in the beginning, I feel like I kind of didn't really engage with my supporters. Like, if you go to my creator videos, I feel like a lot of people used to comment and I didn't really respond to them as much, or let's just say I would see their comment but I wouldn't acknowledge it. And I know, being a viewer, because even though I make content or whatever, I still watch other YouTubers, streamers. I don't know, like, it just does something to you when you comment on somebody's video and they heart it, or they like your comment or respond to you. Like, I don't know, it just kind of makes you feel special, kind of, in a way. Like, oh oh my gosh, they acknowledge me. Before, I didn't really do that as much, but as I've been learning and been figuring out things on my own, I realized like I might not respond back to everybody's comment now in present tense, but I still feel like I do a lot to acknowledge people. I might like your comment, might respond, I might heart it, but I acknowledge comments way more than I did. And then the last thing I put was to write down all video/content ideas. Let me re-say that. To write down all video/content ideas. So you can see that I'm doing that tip currently. Because before, when I used to do the IMView and stuff, and when I first started doing Second Life, I wasn't writing my videos. I don't think I was. I literally, when I would think of ideas, I would think of them in my head. And then depending on what I'm doing, I'd be like, oh, let me record a video. I just thought of an idea. Or it would be in the moment, like I would be creating on IMView, and then I'd be like, let me record this. But other than that, I wasn't writing down my ideas. Most of my videos that have gotten a lot of attention, Second Life, I wrote those ideas down. And either I wrote them down, I seen somebody else do it, and I put my own twist to it, or like I said, I just wrote it down. Most of the time, I write down videos for sure, especially now. I write videos, I come up with my own ideas. I try to, not saying just because you do a video, nobody else could do the video, or just because somebody else does a video, you can't do that video. That's not what I'm saying at all. Most of the videos I do now, I come up with myself. I try to. I don't know. It just makes me feel good on the inside. It makes me feel good knowing like, dang, I came up with this idea. I ain't seen nobody else do this. Or the people that I watch, I've never seen nobody do this before. So it makes me want to do the video more, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, those were 5 things that I wish I knew before I made my YouTube channel. But like I said, everything happens for a reason. Was meant to happen so that I could tell y'all what y'all should do if y'all want to make a YouTube channel in the future, or if you currently have a YouTube channel and you just need some tips on what you should do for your YouTube channel currently. But y'all, I'm really liking what I did to my avatar. I really do. Yeah, and also I forgot to mention, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Make sure y'all check out my marketplace and my in-world store. Make sure y'all check out all the links in the description. Make sure y'all go get that post from OG. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna be back with another video.
Oh no, I'm back. Remix killer, drop that ass on the floor and come back. Rotate it. Don't be too proud to say I'm your fave.